Hey, good evening. How you doing? Welcome to Quiz Night. Hey, Rosie, how you doing?
Good evening, good evening. I'm doing good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm excellent. You all seem to be very close. I seem very far away. I don't know that. Just noticed how terrible my hair is. I need a haircut. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. So welcome, everybody. This is our final ever online quiz. Well, hopefully final ever. Hopefully we don't need to go online anymore. So if you've been with us since the beginning, this is it. This is the last one. And if you've only just come along, where have you been? What have you missed? You can watch most of them back on YouTube, although quite why you'd want to watch back an old quiz night on YouTube, I'm not sure, but there you go.
Terrible jokes.
Yeah, and all of our lip syncing to all the music rounds as well. So yeah, welcome. It is quiz night. Get yourselves in the comments. Let us know that you're here, and give us your team names as well. So we do like to have team names. Not that we ever remember what people's names are, but it's always good to have some amusing team names to start off with. If you're sat on your own, you can still be part of a team. If you've got friends that are on WhatsApp or in Facebook Messenger or anything like that, just give them a shout, get them to log on, and you can play using those kind of technologies while you're playing along. We don't give out papers. You need to get your own paper. You need to get your own pen, and you mark your own answer papers as well. So we trust you that you are going to be honest with your scoring. And if you've not been with us before, 7 rounds, 3 rounds, then a picture round where we have a little break, and then another 3 rounds, 5 questions in each, a generous helping of bonus points flying around as well when we feel like it. We'll give you the answers to each round afterwards, so you mark your own. And then we'll see who's got the best score at the end. And because it's the last one, we have an amazing prize. No, we don't have a prize at all. You just get the prestige of being the reigning champions in the Doors quiz forever, which is a great thing. So fantastic. Some people popping up. We've already got Victoria with us. Team Le Victorious are present. Very good. Very clever.
Hello.
Cara's with us. Cara says that she's always honest.
It's very loud in the room that I'm in, so I'm going to make everyone feel a little bit seasick and move rooms. Sorry.
Yeah. Ian's with us. Team name, this is not the end. This is not the end. Townsend's are here. Your mum apparently is in the house as well, Rosie, which is lovely.
Hi, Mum. Well done for learning how to get onto Facebook. Very proud of you.
Excellent. Good bit of television. Make it sound like your mum's like 90. Well done, Joe. You know how to log in. That's better. You're a bit more stable now. Were you on top of your washing machine? Is that what the problem was? It making you vibrate around? So it's great to have you with us, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Fantastic. Good to have you with us. Yeah, it's a bit sad that it's the last one, but we've had a good run, haven't we, for the last year?
We have. I've had fun. I hope everyone else has enjoyed it. But
it's been quite a nice way for me and you to catch up once a month.
Yeah. Just forget that there's people watching. So apologies, everyone.
Yeah. Bev's here as well. Hey, Beverly.
Hey, Bev. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, we did the first one back in June last year as a one-off, as a bit of a fundraiser, because all the other fundraising had stopped and then sort of forgot to stop. So it's good to get going. Cara says, I'm alone, but my team name is Chaos Infinity. So excellent. Very good.
I like
good to have you with us.
Thanks for joining, Cara.
Yeah. So hopefully you've all got pens and paper ready. Shall we just launch straight in?
I think so. Was it me first?
It's you first. Yeah, take it away.
So my round, as it's the final quiz, I thought I'd do a round on finals or last thing. So that's your round for today. Bit of a tenuous link, I'm afraid, but we'll take it. That's fine.
When's that ever worried us?
So, question 1: who won the FA Cup final on the 15th of May 2021? Sorry, getting a notification through. Someone say sorry, they're not watching. Question 2: what country won the Eurovision final on Saturday night?
Ooh, I actually watched most of it this year as well, which is quite unusual.
Most of it. Didn't make it to the end.
No, actually, I didn't make it to the beginning.
Oh. Well, I went to a friend's Eurovision party at her house where we had lots of European food, and I kind of forgot I was meant to dress up, so I went in a white dress and just printed out the Cyprus flag and just pretended that I had it all planned. But it was good fun. Yeah. So, question 3. What was the last major landmass to be discovered? And I thought I'd give you multiple choice for this one. So, was it Antarctica, North America, or Australia? And question 4. What was the last gift on the 12 days of Christmas?
Was it socks?
No. But it's the 25th of May today, so what's that? 7 months till Christmas?
Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh, that's where has this year gone?
I don't know where last year went either.
Well, I haven't got 2020 vision, so thank you very much. Moving on to question 5, very swiftly. What is the last letter in the Greek alphabet?
I was going to say, is it T, as in the last letter of the Greek alphabet?
But I don't even know what to respond to that. I just haven't got a response. So I'm going to run through those questions again for you. Question, whilst trying to work out what on earth my hair's doing. Question 1, who won the FA Cup final on the 15th of May 2021? Question 2, what country won the Eurovision final on Saturday night? I'll give you a bonus point if you know the name of the act. I like throwing out bonus points, and I feel like
throw in a few bonus points.
Question 3, what was the last major landmass to be discovered? Was it Antarctica, North America, or Australia? Question 4, what was the last gift on the 12 days of Christmas? And question 5, what is the last letter in the Greek alphabet? I'll give you a couple of seconds to finalise your answers before I give you them. So, question 1, did you watch the FA Cup final?
I did. Ian's already made one football reference to Forest Green getting knocked out of the playoffs on Sunday. So I was there. It was very exciting, but very sad in the end. So, but yes, I did watch the FA Cup final.
And the winner was Leicester City. Is that right?
It was indeed. Yes, correct.
I don't know anything about football. Well done to Leicester. Question 2, Italy won the Eurovision final, and I said I'll give a bonus point. I don't actually know how to pronounce the name, but it was a band, and I think it was like Måneskin, maybe something like that.
Yeah, man, that's anything that sounds vague like that. It was my favourite. I was quite surprised that it won because it wasn't, typical Eurovision fare.
Yeah. No,
but,
I like
my kind of music.
I also really like Germany, so I was a little bit sad they didn't get more points. But I think that might just be me being biased.
I just want that hand outfit to wear at your wedding.
Oh gosh.
And just dance around in the background. I love the way that it was like her head and her hand, and so every time she put her hand out, it looked like she was giving the finger.
Yes, that was my favourite.
Oh, hang on, Bev's asked, what was the answer to question number 1? It was Leicester City, yes. Bev. Sorry, we forgot we were doing a quiz.
What am I on? Number 3?
Number 3, yeah.
The last major landmass to be discovered was Antarctica in 1820, according to Google. I have no idea if that's correct. That is what Google told me.
That seems quite late. I imagine it was probably there beforehand for quite a while. I wonder what they thought was at the bottom. Like, just nothing, maybe.
Oh, I just had a text from my fiance with the answers of what he thinks are the answers. He's doing well. He's doing well.
Is he, oh, we're letting him play tonight, are we?
Yeah,
Excellent.
he's still at work right now, so he's obviously working hard if he's watching this.
Are we not supposed to clap for the NHS? Not be playing quizzes while you're at work.
He does work really hard, I promise.
We know he does.
Okay, sorry, I know I'm taking forever on this, aren't I? The last gift in 12 Days of Christmas is 12 drummers drumming. Quite how you'd wrap that up, I'm not sure, but there we go.
Yeah. You'd guess as well, because if they were actually drumming all the time, you'd be like, what's that noise? That's your present.
I'm laughing at your jokes today. I don't know what's wrong with
What's gone wrong?
And final one, the last letter in the Greek alphabet is Omega.
Yeah.
There you go. That
Charis
was
is very small drummers. Yeah, tiny weeny drummers. All in a box. 12 of them in a box. You open it up. Good. Right, let us know how you got on. Victoria says she got 4 out of 6.
very well done.
Excellent. It's a very strong start. Anything over 50% is always good. I love the fact that we've both worked out to put emojis on our names for the last one. So.
It's only taken us nearly a year. Although I'm a little bit sad about the orange background because you can't see the orange heart.
No, it's a shame. Indeed. Joe's got 4.
Very well done.
Charles got 2. Janet's got 6. The Tanzans got 6. Very strong start.
Excellent.
They won last time, didn't they?
I don't know. I don't keep track.
I think they've won more than anybody else. I think they're probably the. Bev didn't get
happened?
any.
It's okay. You're going to do well in the Harry Potter round, Bev.
Ian says, I was correct with question 4, but technically a partridge in a pear tree is correct too. Well, I suppose technically on the last day you got everything, didn't you? 12 drummers, but that's, the new thing.
5 out of 6.
You know what we meant.
Okay, very true. I wasn't going to mention it, but I do feel we were robbed, though. We definitely deserved more points.
It's all political, isn't it? It's all political.
Definitely. So moving on. I can't even remember what your round is, Barry, but it's your round.
It's geography. Which I don't know why I picked geography to do. It's one of my last rounds because it's not an area that I have any expertise in. Okay, so 5 questions.
Surely not. It's not history, but that'll be changing the subject.
Wasn't that last time history? Okay, so these are all about places. So question number 1, this is all about holiday, even more specifically, it's all about holiday destinations because hopefully we're all going to get to go on holiday this year. So being optimistic. So question number 1, which tropical Indonesian island to the east of Java is a popular holiday destination with over 1 million tourists every year?
I'm very jealous. I think my sister's been there, and I'm very jealous.
I was going to say, I think we ought to give a bonus point out. If you've been to any of the correct answers, you get an extra point. How about that? That's generous. We've got no way of proving it, but Question 2, which is the largest of the Canary Islands? Is it Lanzarote, Tenerife, or Gran Canaria?
I'm very glad you gave multiple choice on that because I would have no clue what islands are even there.
Question 3, name the area of Spanish coast which includes the holiday resort of Benidorm. Question 4. Acapulco is a holiday resort in which country?
Never heard
Your
of it.
face. I've heard these are all where you're going on your honeymoon. You're going on a tour of all these places. That's the secret, actually. Femi wanted me to reveal it to you tonight.
I'm going to wait until I get a message from him.
And question 5. In which city is the world famous Copacabana beach?
See, I would love to.
Can I say that? I'll go through them all again. Victoria said, can you say again? I'll go through them all. I'm not sure I've got very good pronunciation. Plus, my daughters are making a lot of noise outside the room. So let's run through them again. Question 1. Which tropical Indonesian island to the east of Java is a popular holiday destination with over 1 million tourists annually? That's question 1. Question 2. Which is the largest of the Canary Islands? Is it Lanzarote? Tenerife. It's actually Tenerife is how you're supposed to pronounce it, but nobody does. And Gran Canaria. Question 3 was name the area of Spanish coast which includes the holiday resort of Benidorm. Question 4, Acapulco is a holiday resort in which country? Where according to the song they go loco down in Acapulco. And question 5, another great song, in which city is the world famous Copacabana beach? So I'll give you a minute to finish your answers off on those.
You were just missing having a music round, weren't you? You just wanted to get some songs.
I didn't even realise that until I read them and I thought, oh, there's songs around most of these. I think that's because people like to write songs about exotic places. Where's the most exotic place you've ever been, Rosie?
So I don't know.
You mean it's not Birmingham?
Well, it is a different country here, but yeah, I've been to Australia, but I wouldn't say that was exotic.
Oh, it's quite a long way though, isn't it?
Long flight. But yeah, how about you?
I've been to India, so northeastern India, Delhi and that kind of stuff, Rajasthan. I'd like to go back at some point.
Very cool.
Okay, let's run through the answers. So question 1, the tropical Indonesian island east of Java is Bali. So a point if you got Bali and a point if you've been to Bali. Okay, how easy is that? Question number 2, which is the largest of the Canary Islands? It's B, Tenerife. I've been there, point for me. So point if you got it right, point if you've been. Number 3, the area of Spanish coast which includes Benidorm is the Costa Blanca, or White Coast. Question 4, Acapulco is a holiday resort in Mexico. And finally, the world famous Copacabana beach is in Rio de Janeiro. Just want to break into a bit of Barry Manilow now.
Please don't.
With some maracas. They are maracas, aren't they, those ones? Oh yeah, that's castanets. That's maracas, that's right. Okay, let's know your scores in the comments. I'll just dance for you while you do that. Come on, Rosie, dance.
I'll let you continue. You're doing such a great job.
See, I should know what about Hawaii. I could have done the hula as well. Okay. Oh, your mum got 5.
Very well done.
She's obviously a well-travelled woman. Chara got 1. Is that because you've been somewhere? So it's out of 10. Victoria says 8 out of something. It's out of 10 this round.
I'm pretty
5
sure
for
Chara's been to Tenerife. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. 5 for where you've been and 5 for if you got them right. Townsend's got 4. You see, the Townsends aren't particularly broadly travelled, I think. So Probably got all the right answers, but I haven't been anywhere. 3 out of 10 for Ian. 8 out of 16 in total so far. That's all right.
Thank you for keeping track of what the totals are, because we don't have a clue.
Chara's been to Benidorm.
Oh.
Very good. Yeah, I've only seen the programme. Cool. Right, back to you. It's finally, we've given you a Harry Potter round.
Apologies, Victoria, who said that she doesn't know anything about Harry Potter. But I've waited the whole time to do a Harry Potter round. So here we are. So, and I've tried not to make it too hard. I'm sorry if it is, but I didn't think it was too hard. But then Anne told me I think she got 1. So if you do well in this round, very well done. So question 1, what is Hermione's pet cat called? Question 2, what is the name of the herbology teacher at Hogwarts? And I'll give you a bonus point if you can say who would be the current herbology teacher in like today's times. I can just see you like half shaking your head there.
You know it's not real, don't you, Rosie? No, it's like it's not real.
Don't have to ruin it. Question 3, how many siblings does Ron Weasley have? And Anne's been nice. I wasn't this nice, but Anne put it as multiple choice. So is it 2, 4, or 6? And question 4, what number on Privet Drive do the Dursleys live at? And fun fact, their surname's the Dursleys because J.K. Rowling went to Dursley and thought it was horrible, so thought she would name the horrible family after the area, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah. The tourist board don't make a lot of that, do they, in Dursley? You'd think they would.
No, I just find it funny because my dad lives in Dursley, so. Does that mean?
Yeah.
Question 5. What creature was found in the girls' lavatory in the Philosopher's Stone? Was it a dragon, a troll, or a 3-headed dog? So I'm going to go through those questions again. Number 1 is, what is Hermione's pet cat called? Number 2, what is the name of the herbology teacher at Hogwarts? Number 3, how many siblings does Ron Weasley have? Is it 2, 4, or 6? Number 4, what number on Privet Drive do the Dursleys live at? And number 5, what creature was found in the girls' lavatory in the Philosopher's Stone? Was it a dragon, a troll, or a 3-headed dog? So I'll give you a couple more minutes to get your answers down or make something up if you have no idea. Where do the answers? Did you know any of them, Barry?
No, I've never read any of them. I've seen bits of some of the films. No, so I would just guess at the 2 multiple choices. They're probably on the shelves behind me somewhere. Probably could have found them and thumbed through.
I do like your lockdown bookcase behind you.
Yep. It keeps getting more books put in it. It's what happens when you've got access to far too many charity shops. It ends up with lots of new books in it, and then we kind of recycle them. It's like you use charity shops like a library. Take stuff back, take stuff more out, buy more stuff, bring it back. So.
Can we go through some answers?
Do it.
Number 1, Hermione's pet cat is called Crookshanks. Let me know if you have put any creative names, though. I might give you a bonus point if I like it and find it funny. So Crookshanks is the answer, but if you put something funny.
So we've got a point of order from your. We can decide this now to give other people a chance.
Okay.
Your mum has said, "Do you get a point, maybe a bonus point, for knowing the actor who played the herbology teacher?" So you can choose. Do you want to offer people a bonus point for knowing the actor or not?
Yes, I will. I'll be nice.
Okay. So it gives everybody else the opportunity before you go through that one to scribble down the name of the actor.
They are a very awesome human being, so I think they deserve a bonus point. So number 2, what is the name of the herbology teacher? Is Professor Sprout, and the actor that plays it is Miriam something.
Margulies.
Thank you.
Miriam Margulies.
Very awesome human being. Number 3, Ron Weasley has 6 siblings, and if anyone can name all 6 of them, you'll get a bonus point as well. It's my favourite round, so I'm going to get bonus points in this round.
Yes. That feels like a lot of siblings. That's almost like too many in it, really, having 6.
I know, who would have 6 siblings? I definitely don't.
Strange.
And I've got more now as well, so my mum's a foster carer, so I've just added to them, which is great. But it means I'm not the youngest anymore, which makes me really happy.
Yeah, that's true. She just didn't have enough. She's like, let's gather a few more.
Yeah. My current foster sibling is very lovely, so it's all good. Yeah, if anyone puts in the comments the names of all 6, they'll get some bonus points. Bonus point. Number 4, I was trying to be nice on this one because it's number 4, and the Dursleys live at 4 Privet Drive.
Oh, very clever.
Thank you. I only realised that when I just looked at that one. Good say I was trying to be nice. And number 5, the creature was found in the girls' lavatory in Philosopher's Stone was a troll.
Oh. Was it lost?
Yeah. Let in by Professor Quirrell to try and distract people when he tried to get... I'm just going to put my phone on. Tried to get access to the dungeons.
Yeah, you know when I was talking about football earlier on?
And I knew nothing.
That's how it is for me when you're talking about Harry Potter. So Joe got 4 out of 6 in that round. Very good. Let us know how you got on. And give us your running totals as well so we can keep up with who's doing what. Okay, so this has come from Leah. Bill, Peter, Fred, George, Ron and Ginny.
Correct.
Very good.
Oh, actually, no, it's Percy, not Peter. Sorry.
Oh.
So that was
so close. Bev's gone Ginny, Fred, George, Percy, Charlie.
Bill. Bill is the other one.
Bill.
Oldest.
Townsend's got 0. We finally found a round that the Townsends don't know anything about. We've finally broken them. 4 out of 6 for Team Victorious.
Very well done. Well, I enjoyed that round. I don't know about anyone else. Bev, how did you do on that round? Did we get your results?
Who was that?
Bev. Did we have that? Sorry, might have done.
No, Bev hasn't given. She just gave us the names. Chara says Charlotte was the Harry Potter nerd, not me.
Wow, that's the only reason I'm friends with her. Bev, I'm a little bit disappointed.
So Victoria and Leah's total so far is 12. I'm not sure how the others are doing. Ian's got 11. That's pretty close. Pretty close.
We always say halfway is a good
right.
mark to be at. So very well done.
So the final round of this half is a round all about the year 1991.
I remember it
because sorry.
I remember it well.
Yes, it's a history round. Yeah, the Warner Studios aren't in Watford, Ian, but there you go. They're in Aldenham. Just a personal slight. So 1991 is the year that the door was formed. It's our 30th anniversary this year. So I thought, seeing as our final one, I would do a round on 1991. 5 famous events from that year. So let's crack on with the 1991 round. Question number 1. What legendary excuse? Oh, I flew all around the screen then. What now legendary excuse was made by British Rail for trains being halted by the snow? That's question 1.
Makes a difference.
Question
when leaves on the track, I guess.
Yeah. Question 2. Helen Sharman beat off 13,000 rivals in a 17-month training program to become what? Question 3. Why did Prince William require a 70-minute operation on his skull? I didn't remember that. That's the one thing I didn't remember. Question 4. After a vote, Berlin was reinstated as the capital of Germany. But what had previously been the capital? Was it Hamburg? Was it Bonn? Or was it Munich? And finally, question 5. For how many weeks was Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You at #1 in the UK singles chart, which is still a record? Was it 12 weeks? Was it 14 weeks? Or was it 16 weeks? I think we covered that off in a music round before, but so I'll just run through those again for a second time for you. Question number 1. What was the excuse that British Rail made for trains being stopped or halted by the snow? Question 2. Helen Sharman became the first what? Beating off 13,000 rivals and enduring a 17-month training program. Question 3. Why did Prince William need a 70-minute operation on his skull? Question 4. After a vote, Berlin was reinstated as the capital of Germany. But what had been the previous capital? Was it Hamburg, Bonn, or Munich? And question 5. How many weeks was Bryan Adams' Everything I Do It For You at #1 in the singles chart? Was it 12, 14, or 16 weeks? So there's your 1991 in a nutshell. I was 17 in 1991. Young and fresh-faced.
-5.
Getting into trouble at youth clubs and getting into pubs too early. That was my 1991.
Not that we encourage that.
No, not at all. Oh, Anne's just pointed out that we've got to do the break. So we'll do it after this round. I thought it was after this round, which is kind of why I was rushing through it a bit. Because thinking we're behind time, I better get this one finished before we have a break. So apologies. We'll do the picture round next.
It's because you normally start, I think.
I don't know. Just think I was getting carried away.
And you
okay.
should put the break up on the screen.
She should just cut us off, couldn't she?
You have the power.
Sorry, Anne. It's all right. We don't know what we're doing. It's like last night in the theatre. We start second half. We're going to play practical jokes on each other. She's just said that she thought about cutting us off. Okay, so let's run through the answers. Or we could leave the answers over till after the break. No, let's do that now. Let's run through them now, and then we'll have a break. I don't even know why we bother with a break, really. We could just plough on, couldn't we, really? Does anyone really need a break?
We've got to do the picture round the break. That's my favourite.
But we could do the picture round and then just come back again. It's fine. I don't know.
Isn't that the break?
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on with your answers, Barry.
Yes, I don't know. Completely lost it. I just put a blank over my head in a minute. Okay, question 1. What was the legendary excuse made by British Rail for trains sorted by snow? It was that it was the wrong type of snow on the tracks, so they couldn't run their trains. Question 2. Helen Sharman beat off 13,000 rivals to become the first Briton in space. My dog's barking at the neighbours. Apologies if you can hear that. Questions, you probably hear it. If you live in Stroud, you can probably hear it. Question 3. Prince William had a 70-minute operation on his skull because he got hit by a golf club.
I wonder how old he was at that point.
About 10, I would have thought. I don't know. Who are the royalists in here that will know? The Townsends will know. It's my prediction that they'll know that straight away.
Yeah,
Okay.
bonus point if you know it.
Bonus point if you know how old Prince William is. Yeah, let's do that. Be generous. No Googling. Question 4. After a vote, Berlin was reinstated as the capital of Germany. The previous capital had been Bonn. And finally, Bryan Adams was at number 1 for a record 16 weeks. 16 weeks. They got to the point where they stopped playing On Top of the Pops every week because it was just so boring. There you go. So let us know how many points you got in that and how many points you got so far. And then we'll throw the picture round up and, yeah, have a break. Suffer the wrath of Anne for getting the timing wrong. 4 for Joe.
Consistent. Very well done.
Victoria's got 15 so far. 15 out of 27, I think. Shara got 0, which is what she said. Yeah, 15 for Ian. Sophie got 0 as well. Sorry for you youngsters. Still got 5 out of, what did we say it was? 27. Bev got 2. That's not a bad going. We could have done 5 questions about 30 years of the door, couldn't we? That would have been quite fun.
We've just been laughing at how long we've both been there for.
Yeah. Right. So we'll give you a picture round and a picture round. Oh, 8. Bev's team's got 8 so far. Sorry, the final scores are coming in. 4 out of 5 for the Townsends. 14 out of 27 so far, which means Team Victorious are in the lead, and Ian, joint leaders. So the picture round is going to appear. Hey! Obviously, this is slightly easier if you work at the door. So slightly biased. So we've had several guest hosts over the year. Can you remember their names? And bonus point, who was our first ever guest host in June 2020? If you can remember what month they were in as well, you get it. Well, I don't know. I can't remember what month they were in. Saying that. Okay, we're going to grab, I don't know, with timing's all gone out the window, so I don't know what we're doing. We've completely lost the plot. We'll give you 5 minutes to do those. We're going to grab a 5-minute break, and we will be back at 9:45.
See you shortly.
Hey, welcome back. Our brief interlude is over. Rosie, you moved to a different location. You had 3 days. Oh, no, you're in the same place. Or maybe you've been moving around the house again. So, yes, apologies for messing up the times and everything. I've had my wrist slapped when we're back now. And I promise to be on my best behaviour for the final part of the quiz. So should we go through the answers to name the host? So number 1 was Janice. Number 2 was Steve. Number 3 was Barbara. 4 was Deontay. And 5 is McLovin. That was Kathleen, Alistair, Shona, Isaac and Graham. And our guest host for number 1 was Faye Hatcher, the lovely BBC Radio Gloucestershire DJ Faye Hatcher, who joined us back in June last year. It was like a long time ago, doesn't it? Rosie, are you muted?
Yes.
There we go. Talking into a vacuum then.
Yeah, June does feel like a long time ago. You would have thought since then I would have learned to unmute myself, but apparently not.
You would think, wouldn't you? You sometimes in Zoom meetings and think, by now we should all. But it's a bit like, you'd have thought by now that professional music producers would be able to put a concert online on Saturday night without it all going wrong, wouldn't you? But look what happened to Glastonbury. There we go. So Bev got 5 out of 6. I want to know who Bev got wrong. Sophie got 4. Joe got 4. Ian got 1. Chara got 4. Victoria says that picture wasn't in there. Yeah, we didn't give you a picture of Faye. That would have been too easy. It was a bonus. Bev, that was my kind of round. I think you probably took those photos as well, didn't you, Bev?
If you don't know the Door team, do go to the Door website. There's a nice little about us section. You can find a little bit more about each person as well, if you would like to, including the trustees. So I'm in there.
Smooth, very smooth.
Thanks.
Excellent. Good. 6 out of 6 for the Townsends. Very good. Very, very impressed. You've clearly got to know us a bit better in this last year. Great. Well, it's over to you now.
Thank you very much.
For your next round.
So for this round, as it's the last quiz, I thought I would do previous questions. So questions that we've already had in these quizzes over the last year. So if you've been in all the previous quizzes, you should do very, very well in this round. If you have been in all the previous quizzes and don't do very well, then you obviously weren't paying attention. But I don't think we were either. So it's all good. So question 1 was from the February quiz. And it's, where did the Great Fire of London begin on the 2nd of September, 1666? That's not a thing. 1666.
1666.
Yeah, that's a well-known year. Question 2. How long was the 100 Years' War? Was it 100 years, 94 years, or 116 years, or 133 years? I don't know why I'm having so much trouble saying the number 16.
Is every question got the number 16 in it?
I hope not. But that was from July's quiz, apparently.
Oh, very good.
Question 3. What year was the first Toy Story film released in cinemas? And that was from my Disney round. In June's quiz, that was the very first quiz.
Very good.
Question 4. What is Usain Bolt's world record 100-meter time? Was it 9.58 seconds, 9.68 seconds, or 9.78 seconds? And that was your question from your sports round in the October quiz, Barry. And I was watching.
I remember it well.
Watching through the previous quizzes, and it took me about 10 minutes to find it because you were just chatting instead of actually giving the answer. It sounds about right.
Nothing changes.
And final question, in which book would you find this line? All children except one grow up? And that was from April's quiz. I think it was another one of your questions, Barry.
It was, yeah. I remember it.
Do you remember the answers?
Yeah.
So those questions again. Number 1, where did the Great Fire of London begin on the 2nd of September, 1666? Yes. Number 2, how long was the 100 Years' War? Was it 100 years, 94 years, 116 years, or 133 years? Number 3, what year was the first Toy Story film released in cinemas? I nearly read out the answer then. Number 4, what is Usain Bolt's world record 100-meter time? Is it 9.58 seconds, 9.68 seconds, or 9.78 seconds? And number 5, in which book would you find this line? All children except one grow up. There you go. These are all questions we've had in previous quizzes.
See whether you've learned anything. This is your end of year exam.
Except we didn't cancel ours.
Yep.
So, answer to question 1. The Great Fire of London began on Pudding Lane.
Oh, pudding.
Number 2, the 100 Years' War was 116 years. You do worse maths than me. Number 3, the first Toy Story film was released in 1995. I should have found an answer that was 1991, really, shouldn't I? Number 4, Usain Bolt's world record 100-meter time is 9.58 seconds.
That's quick, isn't it?
It is quick. I don't think I could even run like 20 meters in that time.
I think I could do 100 meters in 9.58 minutes.
Just about. How's your 100 cakes in May going?
Oh, I'm struggling. I'm having to really work hard at it. But, you know, you have to do these things for the team, don't you?
You do. It's difficult.
Yeah.
And number 5, the book you would find the line all children except one grow up is Peter Pan.
Yeah.
So let us know how you did. Did anyone get full marks?
How's your 100k or 300k in May going? Is it going on?
Yeah, the bad weather has not been fun, but it's going. I did a just over 13k walk today, which is quite nice. Went round a little lake fairly near me. Got some nice pictures. Yeah, it's going good.
Very good. So yeah, if you haven't donated to the guys that are doing 100k in May, do please go and donate to us. You can find all the links on Facebook on our website. Oh, look at that! Quick as a flash. Sponsor Rosie and 100k in May has popped up in the comments. It's almost like Anne was waiting for it.
Thank you very much.
We have raised, just in doing these quizzes over the last year, we have raised £450 in donations from the quiz nights, which is fantastic. The first one was done as a fundraiser. Since then, it's just been a bit of fun, but we do appreciate everyone giving us donations. So massive thank you if you have donated over the year for us. And if you haven't, you still can. Just go to the door.org.uk/donate and you can donate. Okay, we've had some scores in. 3 out of 5 for Bev, very good. I missed a few. Sophie got 3. Chara got 2. I nearly said Rosie then. Joe got 4. Janet and Paul got 4. Bev got 3. Ian got 5 full marks. So Ian's on 21.
Very well done.
Toria and Leah got 3 out of 5. So on 23. 11's good. It's good. Well done. You're doing well. It's the taking part that counts. Victoria said sponsor her as well. Yes. Sponsor everybody.
Yes.
you go to if you go to the Virgin Money giving page, you can sponsor the whole team, can't you? Which is what I did. So there's a bunch of people from the door doing it, and a bunch of people from outside the door doing it as well. So yeah, we're doing fantastically. I think we've raised over £4,000 so far this month for it. So it's really exciting and very, very useful. Sophie's total is 7. Sophie, we're just really pleased you're here. Thank you for being along and having a go. So it's the final ever round, Rosie.
Oh, that's really sad.
The final round.
I feel like we should have done the finals as the final round, but
oh well, never mind.
General knowledge.
Never mind. General knowledge. So let's test your general knowledge for the final time. Question number 1. We've already talked about the Antarctic this evening. It's quite interesting. So the Arctic and the Antarctic both stem from the Greek word arctos. But arctos is a Greek word for which animal? Is it for bear? Is it for yak? Or is it for penguin? Question 2. Which patron saint of Which patron saint of sailors also has an unusual weather phenomenon named after him? That's a tough one. Question 3. The name of which indoor game for 2 to 4 people is also rhyming slang for drinks? And it's apparently was the 18th century word for unlicensed beer houses. Question 4. There is a popular curry dish known as a vindaloo. But the word vindaloo stems from which language? Is it Bengali? Is it Portuguese? Or is it Dutch? And question 5. These are all wordy. I didn't really spot that before, so it's all kind of really about words. Question 5. What is the name of the beetle and also the name given to a crew member on some military aircraft that when threatens releases toxic chemicals from its backside? That just made me laugh. That's why I put that one in there. Any good bum gags are always good.
You're such a child.
Yeah. All children bar 2 grow up. Question 1. Run through those again. So Arctic and Antarctic both stem from the Greek. Arctos, what does it mean? Does it mean bear? Does it mean yak? Or does it mean penguin? Question 2. The patron saint of sailors also has a weather phenomenon named after him. Who is he? Question 3. Which indoor game is rhyming slang for drinks and was also the word for an unlicensed beer house? Century. The curry vindaloo. Question 4. The curry vindaloo the name stems from which language? Is it Bengali, Portuguese, or Dutch? And finally, question 5. What is the name of the beetle, which is also the name of a crew member on some aircraft, that when threatened releases toxic chemicals from its backside?
These questions are really hard.
I thought I'd finish with a really tough round.
I think I know the answer to 2 of them, and I've seen the answers.
Wow, there you go. Yeah, tough round to finish. Just so that you can go, phew, I'm glad that's over. Okay, should we do the answers?
Yes, please. Put us out.
Okay, so the word Arctos from Arctic and Antarctic comes from the Greek word for bear. Presumably because there were polar bears in the Arctic, and that's why they called it bear. The patron saint of sailors, number 2, and also an unusual weather phenomenon, is St. Elmo. The weather phenomenon is St. Elmo's Fire, which is a fabulous 1980s film. Question 3. The indoor game, which is rhyming slang for drinks, is tiddlywinks. Okay, who knew? Question 4. The word vindaloo comes from which language? It's actually from Portuguese. Lots of Portuguese influence in India. And finally, the beetle that releases toxic chemicals from its backside is known as a bombardier, which is why the bombers on military aircraft are also known as bombardiers, because they release the toxic stuff from the back of the aircraft. So there you go. If you got more than 2 in that, I think you're doing very well. It was a tough round. So let us know your scores for that round and your final score. Joe got 1 in that round, total of 26.
You did better than me. Well done.
We've completely lost count of how many of the totals out of. 1 out of 5 for Team Victoria, so 24. Very good. 0 points for Ian. Sorry, Ian. Chara got 1, total of 12.
Very well done.
Team, Ian's got 21. Your mum's in the lead at the moment. Just waiting for the final few scores to come in. We hope you've enjoyed being part of the quiz over the last year. We've had a lot of fun doing it. We hope some of that's rubbed off on you. The Townsend's got 26. That means it's a tie break. Final round tie break.
Do we have a tie break question? I feel like we should have one prepared. I don't think I do.
Just trying to think of one. I'm thinking. Phil, Rosie, while I think of a question.
I'm trying to think if we can think of a question about the door.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. If we can think of a question about the door. I can't. I can think of one with numbers, but they're really obscure numbers and nobody knows. Let's just call it a tie. Let's say it's a straight tie between your mum and Anne's mum. How's that? That's a good way to finish. Ian says he would have won if he'd looked at the website in the break. Yeah, you would have done. But that'd have been cheating, Ian. You'd have also won if you'd have paid more attention to the names of the people running the quiz. So, you know. Page your money, takes your choice.
Spent less time talking about Forest Green Rove.
Yeah. And telling us how good Aston Villa are and all that other stuff. So, Rosie, it's been wonderful to host with you all these months. Thank you so much for giving up your time for it. We've got to say a massive thank you to Anne, who keeps us on vaguely on the straight and narrow and does all the technical stuff. And we desperately tried to get her on the screen tonight, but she wouldn't do it. So thank you in the background to Anne for organising us, reminding us what we're doing. We do hope you've enjoyed this past year. We hope and pray massively that we do come out of restrictions, and maybe sometime later in the year we could do an actual quiz in person somewhere with real people and stuff and proper quizzes and prizes and everything. Do you know the last time we did a quiz night for the door, maybe that should have been the tie break, what was the prize? But the last time we did a quiz night, we had a big cheese as the prize.
When was that?
I can't remember. It was probably 8 years ago, maybe. I can't remember.
Actually, I think I was there.
You probably were there, yeah.
I think I was helping. Yeah, no, that sounds good. I will even decorate a wooden spoon for last place. That's good.
Excellent. We'll have a wooden spoon and we'll have a big cheese as the prize.
If that doesn't encourage you to come, I don't know what will.
Oh, I mean, we'll have to close the doors. We'll be turning them away once they know there's a big cheese to win.
I think on that note, we shall end.
Let's finish there. Thank you so much for being there. We've loved it, and we will see you all soon. Bye.
Bye.